That is what I want to say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Mm.
People, I would like us to see what, because I want us to a little bit drift out of those states, or rather generalize our debate from here after watching this video. Because most of our youths, are they actually ready for the change that you and I are fighting for? And me, the answer is a no. They are not ready. So let's watch this video that I'm going to put on the screen right now and take it from there. Thank you very much, my people, for your time and for your patience.
In the early hour of Saturday, which is 29th of January 2022, we have an information from the head of security, the local security at Okearegba area, that 4 young boys were seen burning something in a local port in Okearegba area at about 3 a.m. This rose their suspicions and they quickly lodged complaint at our divisional headquarters in Adaton. Upon the information, the DPO Adaton division quickly led his men to the scene, where 3 of the suspects were arrested. The 4th one escaped. On interrogation, the 3 arrested one confirmed to us that what they are burning is a woman head. And they confessed that the head belongs to a lady simply known as Sofiat Kennedy, a 20-year-old girl. And that the deceased happened to be a girlfriend to one of them by name Soliu Majekodunmi. It was this Soliu that lured the girl to an abandoned building where they squeezed the neck of the victim, and after killing her, they used a cutlass to cut off the head. After cutting off the head, they packed the remaining dismembered body of the victim into a sack and dumped it in an uncompleted building. The 3 of them were taken to the station, and on the further interrogation, they made us to realize that they want to use it for money-making rituals. Having gotten the information, the Commissioner of Police, Ogun State Police Command, CP Lanre Bankole, directed that the escaped one must be hunted for, because none of them must go unpunished. Following the CP directive, the DPO and his detectives launched a very serious manhunt for Majekodunmi Soliu, and in about 2 or 3 hours, we were able to get him arrested in his hideout. The 4 of them, they are here. They have confessed to the crime.
All right, my people, before we move on, recently, although these are the happening before, but recently there's this ongoing, continuous killings. We'll be talking about killing scenes, don't get me wrong, but we're going to focus now on ritualism. Our youth now don't do anything else now than to use people for money ritual. If they don't use their mother, they use their sister. Like this situation that happened now, one of them lured his girlfriend to a completed building. She was killed and her head was cut off, and they were now pounding the head for money ritual. My question to you people today, my panelists, because that's why I said, because this is still part of the insecurity, the situation that is affecting our society right now. Who do we blame for this continuous ritualism practices that is going on in Nigeria almost every day now? In fact, this 2022, this one only happened 3-4 days ago. This 2022 now, the girls they have used for ritual rituals is just a lot. It started from the first, which was New Year Day. What is happening and what is our government doing about this as well? Because I've not seen any government actually addressing this yet. Like governor of a state, this one happened in Ogun State, it's happening in Edo State, it's happening in Lagos State. In fact, this is a general issue right now. Before I will give the platform for you all to contribute to this, I would like to play this video further so that you have more to say about it. Thank you very much for your time.
The pot you are seeing in front of them, that is the pot they use in burning the head of that innocent young girl who was cut down in her prime, simply because some people want to get rich quick. It's a very, very disturbing incident, because this can only be described as the superlative degree of callousness. It is despicable and it is barbaric. At this time, this jet age, for somebody to still have it in mind that until they use the life of a human being like them before they can get money. And also, what is it that a 17-year-old boy, a 19-year-old boy, 18-year-old boy, what is it that they want to use money for that will lead them to this type of heinous crime? Is still beyond the comprehension of any normal human being. I want to advise that many parents have failed in their responsibility, because this is a result of bad parenting. It's a result of failure, complete failure of parental responsibility. Because if this thing has not been done, or this thing has not been encouraged by parents, if parents have been taking care, very good care of their children, I don't believe that any properly brought up child will want to embark on this type of criminality. I also want to advise that the generality of the people, we have a lot of work to do. The religious body, the entertainment body, and everybody that has one or two things to do with the security of life and property, we have a lot to do. The religious body should please stop preaching only prosperity. We should be preaching morality more than the way we preach a prosperity. The Nollywood actors, they should please, the censor board, they have a lot to do to regulate the type of film we'll be bringing out. Because some of them, they learn it in film, where they see that somebody make a ritual and he became rich suddenly. No matter how that film ended, we should discourage it. Because I don't know what we can call this type of juvenile or what we can call this type of incident that will make all these young lads to be thinking of making so much money at this their age. By now, they're supposed to be in school, or they're supposed to be an apprentice somewhere where they are learning work. It is very, very disturbing.
All right, before we move on, man, people, I want to come back to you all again. I want you all to contribute to this, because this is a general issue that is affecting you and I. And I'm going to start with the good comrade on this particular one. Then I'll go to the Midwest people. Then I'll take it from there. But the good comrade, please, sir, you just watch that video.
Before I contribute, I want to first of all pray for that police officer. May God bless him. He has touched the entire thing. Now, I've categorized the problem Nigerians are facing nationwide in 5 categories. 1, the family units. When we were growing up in those days, as a kid, all the elders in that neighborhood or in that community are your father and mother. If they see you going astray, doing something wrong, they will call you to order and correct you. That was when the family unit was working. When you go out of the house and come back with property or things that your parents did not buy for you, your parents will be the one to take your hand and match you to the place where the house you went to, where you picked that stuff from, and return it back to your friend or your schoolmate or wherever you picked that thing from. That was when the family unit was working. 2, our schools, what are they teaching? If you see government across the country now, the assistant governors, they just recruit teachers without training the teachers. We used to have teacher training in those days. We used to have education monitors that goes from school to monitor the teachers. That is those who are teaching our kids. We don't have them again. We used to have health workers that goes around to check from house to house, from community to community. We don't have them no more. Then our churches and our mosques, where we worship, the imam and the prophet or the GO, what are they preaching? It's what gave rise to all this. Then we have the larger society. A man who has no means of livelihood will be driving a car of 6.4 million. Meanwhile, his parents are in the village, and he goes home to the village with the same car. He's not being questioned because he opens his boot and brings gifts and bags of rice and the rest. The mother will call our mates to come and celebrate. We are also losing that in the society unit. Then the government, which is the biggest, and I will put my final blame on the government, because government can spark up changes by policies. You understand? So it's a big problem. It's a big problem. And if we want to change, it must start from you and I, from the home, the family unit.
Thank you.
Let me stop there for now.
All right, let's go to the Midwest people. Sir, please talk to us on this.
Thank you, my brother. First of all, just the way the good comrade said it, for me, I will start with the government, because we should not be expecting positive things as far as the government of this so-called democracy that we are practicing in Nigeria is concerned. The government of today lack what is called a system to carry everybody along. But however, the democracy we have is the democracy of the politician, for the politician, and by the politician. A Senate is earning 30-something thousands US dollars. Million. You will earn thousands of dollars for your wardrobe, for your house gear, for the people in the office and whatever, different offices. Then the teacher that taught them in the primary school, and even he cannot even earn 50 euro. You look at the gap. How do you expect a crime not to increase in such a society? Now, the government has failed everybody. People don't believe, it's not just today problem. It's a long-term error, a very long time. Now they are not manifesting. First of all, in Europe as a whole, everybody that live in European country, I believe also America have not been there anyway, but Japan and all, May from this year, everybody income will be declared, which is called, in Spain they call it rente, in Sweden they call it declaration, in English is income declaration. You understand me? So in that place, you will see a book of total money you earned last year. You will see the tax you pay to the government. Then the government will also evaluate it. There are some cases they have to return some money to you. There are some cases they will tell you you have to pay back because you earn too much. You're not supposed to collect this. Why do you think these people do these things? The reason is this. The European millionaire will live in the same flat with you. You will not know that person is a millionaire. Because they check on everybody. There is a way you will spend money. The police will look at you. This guy will go buy this motor. Or he drive this. What is his job? From your plate number, they know the owner. They know your income of last year. They will not put eyes on that person. So if a society is like that, that is why, Israel, it always say that the system will control you. So the system will not start formatting people's brain. But in a society where we worship money, what do you expect from the youth? My brother, now paradise we did now. What lie ahead is darker than this. They have lost their conscience. Teacher will not feel buy food for children when they drink so Gary. Their children don't grow. They don't train. They have trained a graduate. Job is they don't that graduate don't even know his area of occupation. Now just go university, carry certificate because all of them believe that when they graduate, you just go to one office. The illiterate will be the one that will work because after all, illiterate are the one that build our houses. They are the one that build our road. They are the one that is repairing our car. They are the one that put electricity in our home. The university is for self-glorification. And that is how it is. So how can you employ people to come and be glorifying themselves? Here in abroad, people work with their hand. If you're a mechanical engineer from university, Scania is looking for you in Sweden. And they will employ you. You service car for people. And they pay you well. You understand me? So the entire system is zero. And if you look at the level of ignorance about governing a society, except you are out of the country, you will not even picture things. That is the pain. Now paradise with them, my brother. This one, the youth, they have lost it all. They have no hope. And that is the reason why we find ourselves in this terrible situation. People cannot be spending money when the government itself cannot even say this is the source of the income. Imagine my own state. And though people don't know what the government is generating, is that how to govern people? You can't go to Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance is in Obaseki office. You don't even know what he's spending. And this is a governor who told us that he has a plan for 30 years blueprint for development and changes with what he's doing. Let us manage 2 years out of 30, many 20 years. What foundation has he laid? That another people will come here and start building on those the remaining 28 years project. What foundation? If you analyze it very well, he's still ruling us the way they used to rule us because nothing is transparent, no accountability. They don't respect rule of law. They don't believe in human rights. They just believe they can continue to deceive people. But you see, they are even short of words because this one is going to kill Nigeria image. By the time BBC and other foreign journalists come to that country and digest this issue, there are many information you did not even hear. When they start releasing photo, you will be shocked with what is going on in your country. And you will see how the rest of the world, our brothers in Africa, our brothers in everywhere, when somebody is sick, they go and attack them and tell them they are the one killing them. I'm just telling you the truth. It's very dangerous. And then you don't even have a place to point to in the world and say, oh, this country was once having this problem and they were able to solve it because of this problem, because of this idea. This is just our home problem because everybody have lost hope. The country is only for the politician. All our millionaires, we don't know their source of income. It will not be even all 0.5 that you will say, this man was having this factory, that is why he's rich. The rest are rich from nowhere through dubious means, through politics, siphoning money, and that's all. They are calling you from abroad, come and invest, but they are taking the money abroad to go and bank it in abroad. Once they take the money away, you bring your money, you lose your money. Because if you invest, people are going to buy from you, people are going to patronize you. My brother, this one is a serious issue. It's beyond human imagination because I don't know where we are going. But where we are going is very dark. And most of these things are spiritual issues that we need to look at where we are coming from. We have wronged so many people. The country fought civil war, killed a lot of innocent people. They refuse to lay them to rest, and they are expecting the country to be good. So I don't understand who is ruling us. You know? Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. It's so pathetic to see the rate our youth are killing themselves now in terms of making quick money. This is happening even more in Lagos right now. It's happening more in Lagos. I know it's happening in Edo State, but I don't know if it's up to what is currently happening in Lagos. They are killing themselves. Ritual killing started on the 1st, although it has been happening before, like I stated, but since on the 1st of this year, the rapidness of these killings is just so fearing. I'm scared. Yes, because at the moment, like I've always said before, you know, God forbid me not happen around us, but we don't know where they are going. They are just killing human beings. Take your girlfriend, kill and cut your head, pound down for money, you know, doing different kind of things for money. Mr. Akin, I want you to talk to us, please.
Okay, brother, thank you very much. For me, I think this one is, I think the police, that police officer said a lot of things that for me, I agree with. I think sometimes it is a very, very, very lazy argument to want to put this on the government. There's a reason why I said this. Mr. Najawash, you live in the United Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
And you cannot tell me that they don't have good government in the United Kingdom. But you can testify if you go out alone and if you know a lot of people from the Nigerian community in the United Kingdom. There are a lot of children that were born by Nigerians that grew up in the UK there that are participating in very evil activities. Many of them are languishing in prisons as we speak. Do they not have good government in the United Kingdom? Brother, when you see lazy parenting, when you see poor parenting, let us call it out. No matter how bad it is, brother, no matter how challenging life is, you only have one thing to do as a parent. That is to look after your children. Even if it's 1 hour in the evening when you come from whatever you go and do, can you not bring your children together and see whatever they did in school? My brother, when we see very poor parenting, we have to call it out. This has, for me, this has absolutely nothing to do with government. This is at the heart of parents. Listen, brother, I have an auntie. My auntie here, she have children, but then she lost her husband when these children were still very young. Right? This is not something I want to say, but I just want to give you an example. So this would have been an excuse for these children to become whatever rascality they want to become. My brother, each and every one of them graduated from the University of Benin. Each and every one of those children, they all graduated from the University of Benin. The only one that did not go to school, she went to learn sewing. So, my brother, let us, whatever is wrong, let us put it at the table of the people that is responsible. This has nothing to do with government. The last time I checked, primary school and secondary school are still free education. There's nothing to stop a parent from making sure their child goes to school. And at the end of the day, go and look at the statistics. A child that finished secondary school, the chances of them deviating and going into this sort of art is very low, because the chances that they will start looking upward, they want to try and go to the university, and if they cannot go to the university, they will look for other alternatives. Majority of the children that you are seeing that are committing this offense today, that are behaving like this, go and check properly. These people did not finish secondary school. They are all school dropouts, maybe in the GSS, or even some of them finished in GSS 1 or GSS 2. I have examples of people like this. I know a lot of people like this. That is why I'm telling you, when we want to criticize government, we can criticize. But on this very issue, my brother, this is 100% parenting. I don't even want to blame Nollywood.
I disagree with that, Mr. Akin.
I don't even want to blame pastors or blame Nollywood. I want to say this is 100% parenting. You should be able, look, if you as a parent cannot do well in life, your responsibility to make sure that your children surpass you by investing time on them, because those children are what you are. Whatever those children go out and do are the things that you impute into them. And if you cannot spend time to look after your children and they start behaving like this, that is your own responsibility. You don't blame anybody for it. Okay, you cannot blame anybody. These are your own offspring. For goodness sake, they are your children. You gave birth to them. It is your responsibility to make sure that your children become something in life, and whatever they become, it's a reflection of your personality. That is the truth. That is my submission.
Thank you.
I disagree with you on that, Mr. Akin. I disagree when you say the government. Yeah, when you say, listen. When you say, listen. Wait. Hold on. This is what I'm trying to say. Akim, I disagree with you on that. When you say government, right, you just use Elvis to make an example that they live in the United Kingdom and there are kids that are here that are, in the United Kingdom that are still doing worse part of it. They should be blamed on their parents. I blame their parents, but the majority, 98% of them is by the youth. Now, let me give you an example. When those children commit crimes here, you see the police tackling it, and they send them to juvenile prisons. Who owns the juvenile prisons? Is it not the government? So the government knew it is their responsibility to transform that child into a better society. So we are
talking before they commit the crime. We're not talking about how they commit the crime. We're talking about what led them to commit that crime.
Okay, let's go there now. We cannot say that nobody. Look, we cannot say that nobody can commit crime. My take on this, Mr. Midwest has said what I wanted to say. First, our parents, they failed. The most of all is our government. Now, who is the person talking? Is the police. He's talking, and what he's saying is actually right. But they themselves, the police, failed. Because majority of these children that are there now, do they have a database where they can store their information, what the crime they committed, so that they can process it and go to the necessary channel, so that the necessary channel can take a responsibility, which is who? The prisons. What is the prisons made for? Is to rehabilitate these people back into the society. What have they done? Our system has failed in every ramification. Oh, because it is
you're still talking aftermath. We're talking about what led a child to go astray in the first place. That is your point.
Can I quickly say something? What of this guy from Benue that his father is a professor? What will you say? That kid is girlfriend last month.
This is what I'm trying to say to Akim now. Akim, on this issue, like what Midway said. Yes,
so
what Midway said.
Because a man is a professor means that he's going to be a good parent. Is that what you're saying now?
So okay.
No. You talk about education, not the education.
Listen. Let me answer him on this. What do you mean? Let me answer him on this. Now, when they gave birth to you, right? When you were starting school, your parents nurtured you to a certain level that you can understand, and they sent you to a school. You went to kindergarten. What was the duty of those people? They are to take after what your parents have given to you at home and further it. So that is why you see here, the first thing when they take you to school, it is what you learn from school. You, the parents, you are to continue from where they stop. It's a gradual, everybody has to contribute. And that is why the government put the school there. Why the government failed in Edo State, every other state. Look at our teacher, nothing there. That is why I told you that the system is wrong. Overhaul it, bring in new, so that people can give you. First thing to do to tackle all these things that is happening. One, you need to get all their database. Now, everybody, you need to know where they are from, what crime they committed. If somebody want to go and buy Benza and you are 14 years old, nobody is asking, where did you get the money? What are you doing? When you earn the money here, it's pay as you earn. They deduct it, they tell you how much you earn, they send it to your doorstep. And they don't even know you, they don't even see you, but they will know your name, they know where you are. So if somebody is doing Yahoo, he went to buy Benza and he's 14 years old, the person that is buying the Benza for should ask, where you forget this money? He should allow the police. The police will now go and check. This is the work of the government. So if we are blaming everything, I disagree with you in all this thing, because in every ramification, our government has failed. And I'm continuing to tell people, unless we change this thing is not going to work. Like what Midway said, it's going to metamorphose. This is just the tip of an iceberg. Because it's going to metamorphose into something else. That is my submission.
So can I respond to that, Najawash?
No. You're not the only one on the platform now. Please.
Everybody hold on. Who is the moderator here?
I just asked a question. It's up to the moderator to say yes or no.
To answer him, that's all. Mr. Hakim, hold on.
I just asked a question. It's up to Nigeria to say yes or no. It's a question I asked.
Hold on, Hakim. Don't worry. I have heard you. Hold on. He was asking me a question. Nobody should respond to him, please. Alex, please talk to us. What is your take on the video I played? Who to blame?
Yes. Now? For me, I would put it in 3 steps. The foundation, like the litter and the roofing. The foundation is the government. For me, they are the ones that crippled Nigeria since 1960. They didn't plan. They didn't name roads. They didn't create a good system. They didn't think of the future. They didn't invest on infrastructure so well. Education is zero. Transparency is nothing. According to Transparency International, Nigeria is the most corrupt country right now. What capital of poverty worldwide right now? In a country that is a member of oil producing country of the whole world, number 6 or 7 in the whole world. That's a paradox. So I blame that the foundation. Why the little level, call it the parenting. Most parents, broken homes, impatient from mothers and fathers, left children to their uncles and aunties and grandmothers who cannot tame these youths at a certain age. Where the roofing are the religious body and the imam and the Nollywood movies. What you allow a child watch has a long way to go with that child, because sometimes they will tell you parental control is advised. So why I blame the government on this is that they were busy looting money over the years, buying houses in Dubai, marrying wives. A present House of Rep member just welcomed number 28 child with 4 wives. That's a man that makes law for you as a country. How do you explain that?
Them to parliament. He even brought them to parliament.
Yeah. How do you explain that rascality, that carelessness, that carelessness? How do you explain that? They brought our parents into all these things. Why parents were frustrated? They finish from school, there are no jobs. If you don't know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, you cannot be employed. The jobs are not even there. The few ones are scrabbled upon by everybody. So parents started migrating and they left these children to the arms of the nature of life. The parents and uncles could do their bit, but at a time, there are times a parent, like especially a father, must be there for a child to at a certain age. Is very important. I remember growing up. If my father looks at you, you will get the message. So the pastors and the imams today are worshiping people that have only people that have money, which I see also contributed to all these things. So for me, everybody is involved, but the government is the #1 culprit. They are very nonchalant. Ngozi Owela once said when she was a finance minister, she once said that she was telling during a boom in the crude whatever says. She was telling the government of Obasanjo, let us save money for the future. All the governors, the Boris of this world, the Lucky Gunitons of this world, the Donald Duke, Odili, they all turned a blind eye and decided looting this money. They didn't invest on nothing whatsoever. Electricity is zero. Agriculture is zero. We have no industry. We have nothing. So how do you blame, who do you blame for this? These young guys, they are growing to the world and it's a technology world now. They are using Facebook, Instagram, and everything to see fake things going on, and they want to imitate these things. So it's all encompassing, but the government are the #1 problem of this country. People built different countries of the world. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, thank you. You should round up now. Thank you.
Okay, people built European Union. People built, looking at what Qatar and Dubai is doing with oil. Do we have coconut oil in Nigeria? Is it not crude oil? So you use what you have to plan for your children, for your education. You have to plan security, social welfare. You have to have a pro-people police system. It's about system. This is where I stand with Mr. Machiavelli, Israel. That it is a system thing. So our leaders are the most wicked set of leaders I've seen in my entire life. From the books I've read, from all I've seen, they are very wicked from 1960 up to now, with very, very few ones who are good. But the rest of them, all they care about.
Thank you. All right. Brother Nice, you there with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Please.
Yes, I'm
Croatia
here.
became a country in 1991. They have 24 hours light. Romania is a very poor country, like Bulgaria. They have 24 hours light.
Alice is okay now. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
Alice the verse. Are you hearing me? Hello.
Go ahead now. We can hear you, brother Nice. Go ahead.
Loud and clear,
Okay.
loud and clear.
Okay. Brother Alex and Mr. Machiavelli, they have said it all. Not the way they want to talk past that one again. You understand? The foundation, where the problem come from, all of them, those guys, that they'll break them down. The problem is from our government, my brother. The first problem is from our government. They did not establish a good foundation that lead to those kind of things. When you live a nation in a misery, this is the result. You know, so all those children now, they are still the victim of the circumstance, the victim of the situation of that country. Let these children still be. No matter the evil way they do so, we condemn all those evil, but the problem is from our leaders. You know, the parents, we still blame them, but the main problem is from our leaders. You understand? So this ritualist, where they don't start to the practice, where they practice for Nigeria. So this thing will graduate to the extent that even you and me, we are not safe. even you and I, we are not safe anymore. They go come up from women now, they'll start to use their uncle. This is one they see so. They'll say your uncle will get money pass, we come from Europe. May go carry and come. So
wow.
this thing will they lose more. So you go graduate to another level, to the extent that you and I will, you and I will go to fear to even enter, to even live with your family.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have a caller right here. Good evening to you, Aaron's Ward. Thanks for calling us. Go ahead, talk to us.
Yeah, good day, Mr. Nigerian Watch. Good day, all the panelists in the house and the people in the comment section. I saw the video you just played, and I just want to contribute anyway.
Yes.
I want to counter Hakim for saying that we cannot blame government for everything, for this. Of course, we cannot blame government for everything, but in this issue, specifically, I am blaming the government and the parenting in our society. Because I remember those days when we are growing up, even if it's a biscuit, somebody gives you money outside to buy. Bringing that thing home, your heart will beat because you know that you are going to be questioned for it when you get money to buy it. But lately, it seems that our parents have suddenly, developed this habit, this ambition of thinking maybe because you brought up a child, it's their responsibility to carry the problem in the society, in the family, or to take care of you. Recently, I heard a story from my village anyway, how a woman bought a phone and gave his child of 17 years to go and learn Yahoo. And when eventually the guy had a little money, they had to pay it through this boy's account and bought a big car, and the woman was jubilating. So, going about government area that Hakim is talking about, same United Kingdom that he used to give example. I have a family relation here. The money they pay children here, they make sure they bank that money for that child. At the age of 21, the parents have to hand over the account to the child. He got a house for himself, for the money they save for him for what government has been paying. Why am I saying this thing? Do you expect that child to go into such acts? What will they be looking for? If at his 21, 22, the parents have already encouraged him to have his own house. So in our society, do we have such thing for a government to come and be paying children, or for government to take care of your education? We all that have children abroad, we know we pay little or nothing in their education. So how does all these things apply in our society? There is no such thing. And for people that are thinking of maybe these children are copying what they are seeing in social media, of course, we all have conscience. And we know, majority of our youth know what they are doing. Some of them are just lazy. And some of them, they don't want to listen to the story sources of so many successful people in the society. There are people that have been there for 20 years, 15 years, hustling, battling, but they were not on the field. But when they succeed, they decide to show their achievement out of excitement. I know that many people read meaning to that. Some say they want to show up, some say they want to intimidate others. There are some people that actually do it out of excitement because they never believe they will achieve what they achieve. They will now come and show it and be happy and also use it to encourage other people. But some people choose to look at what they achieve. They choose not to look at the success journey, the struggle journey. So our youth need to wake up to know that, for example, somebody that has lived in abroad for 20 years will come back to Nigeria and ride a car. A child of 16 years will see that car and dream of having it. Something that person has labored for the past 20 years. I mean, a lot needs to be done in our society. A lot.
Very sad.
Youth need to have mentality to know that there are so many stories behind successful people today. Yes. I know that there are a lot of corruption in our society, but there are still a lot of hard-working people that work hard before they get to who they are. I think our parents need to sit up. They need to sit up. Your child can't just wake up. If it's 17 years, 18 years, we drive Range Rover and leave the house. Maybe after 1 year or 6 months, he will come and park Range Rover in his spot. We come out and carry powder and start jubilating. Your son has made it. Without a single question.
Yes.
I mean, it's annoying. It's irritating. It's pathetic what is happening in our society. And my heart bleeds for it because I have younger ones. I have a daughter, and my sisters have daughters. And don't be surprised in a few years from now, Mr. Nigeria, this thing will turn around. Maybe the women will be the one harvesting the private part of men or cutting part of men. It's alarming now because they are killing women. If something is not done fast, I mean, this thing will be in the both parts.
Thank
it will
you.
be in both parts because it's not only the men that are serious about getting rich. The girls are serious about getting bone straight, about having iPhone, about driving Range Rover Sports. So what do you expect? When they now see that they are the one they are killing for this, they also have to strategize. So we need to wake up. Our parents need to do more. The government need to do more. The society need to do more. You need to know that there are stories behind every success. It might be bad, it might be good. But you need to know the story. You need to know the story. People suffer to get to where they get to. Even police crime, they racket their brain. They think. They work, but in a negative way. Some work in a positive way. That is how it is. Not to come easy in this life, whether good or bad. They need to know that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you so much. At least hearing from a woman, I think that is very nice for us because we want to know why is it that our youths, they will come up, a child that have never done anything will come up with an expensive 40 million naira car, 30 million naira car. You see their parents will start jubilating and dancing. I don't understand that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Thank you very much, sir.
This is your brother Rima calling from Germany.
Oh, go ahead, talk to us. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, bro, so this program when you carry come so I just wake up because on night work I do.
Yeah.
I just see this program, I happy. You know what thing, bros? The real truth be said, I can't say when poor people or the less privileged are being mocked in their environments, things like this happen. Now all around it happen. This one not happen because of only parents, so it happen all around.
Yeah.
If you enter comedy hall, so you want to listen to comedy, the kind of poverty rain mocking, you will lead some youth to do anything to make money. If you see music arena, maybe where they are playing music live on stage, if you see the way they praise money, it will motivate some people to do evil, to make just money. If you go to some environment, you see how some people use the little they have to mock others, you will see that people will want to do anything to make money. But what really pains me is that these parents are the number one problem children have. A mother will take a child to a native doctor to get a maga. A mother will take a child to somewhere to do something for that child to get mugu when you go pay her. Do you know what happened to my friend last year? I'm talking about a friend that we grew together. We went to primary 1 to 6, GSS 1 to SS. We finished secondary school together. He's a trailer driver in Benin. Many people that knows my voice know what I'm talking about. He had a son of 17 years last year, which he was born in 2005. That was the year I left home. That child was born in 2005. The father got missing last year. After 2 weeks, the guy bought a car of 3.4 million naira. 17 years old child. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
After 2 weeks, the father got missing. No accident, nothing. The child was 17 years, but the rate of evil in our country.
It's too much.
I just said is small.
Of course.
Port Harcourt, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Delta,
evil. You see a guy that have never worked for 1,000, have never earned a salary of 20,000 on his life. We buy a car of 5 million, 6 million. Where did you get this money from? Parents are clapping, my child is doing well. This is not just about government. This is not government wahala. This is parents wahala. The failure of parents. This is the failure of parents, not the failure of only just leaders. In the Western world where we are, a child of 16, 17 years is supposed to be thinking about money, supposed to be thinking about education. But where we come from, a child of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is thinking about to make million. We don't know where we are going though. I told some of my friends there. I said, when you are going home, you want to take your child home. Prepare to provide security for them because we don't know what tomorrow will say. The time will come that these people will be aiming at the people that are coming from abroad that have bright brain, bright future. Because they're always looking for a destiny that is bright to change to their destiny. Bro, sir, thank you for this program.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate you.
Nobody wants to learn work again. You get to our country now, you see Togo news. No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro.
All right, my people, we have 10 minutes to round up now. We've been here for long. We can see everybody have to take a 1 minute round now so that we can round up. Brother Nice, I will start from you then to Akim. Brother Nice, talk to us. Only 1 minute, please. Everybody respect these rules. Only 1 minute. We are rounding up. We have another show that is currently going on right now. Brother Nice, talk to us 1 minute.
Yeah, so for what I just have, everybody, we have said this all. So what I have to say is that the parents should start finding solution to this problem. They should start looking after their children, checkmating them. You understand? That is just this situation. And this police officer as well that is complaining now, they need to do their job, not by coming to camera to denounce parents. The police themselves, they have a lot of work to do. You understand?
Okay.
That is the authority. That's all.
Thank you very much. And Akim, please, 1 minute.
Yes, brother. A quick one. I think for me, where we need to understand that this issue, we're talking about teenagers, 17, 18, 19 years old. These are teenagers. So for us to say it's a failure of government that children who are supposed to still be in education or be learning a trade are now using human being. I want you to listen to this properly. Human being, a fellow human being for ritual. It's not like you saying I'm hungry, I need bread. We're talking about children who are starving for wealth, unlimited wealth. You cannot put that as the doorstep of a government. That is a moral breakdown from the parents. We're not talking about somebody at the age of 30 something. We're talking about teenagers who are starving for unlimited wealth. That cannot be a problem of government, my people. Let us be honest with ourselves here. This is a problem of bad parenting. These children are supposed to still either be going to school or be learning a trade. So what do they need? What do they need all those money for?
All right. Thank you.
If there is no money in the country, how the parents are they going to get money?
Who is that? Who is this? Brother Nice, why now? You're using your time. We need to round up now. I don't like this kind of interruption, please.
Yeah, it's my turn now. Alex.
Go ahead, Alex. 1 minute.
Yeah, all the politicians, ambassadors of this world, Gowon, Abu Salami, all of them, Babangida, dead and alive, their families should return all the money in Swiss bank and establish industries for these young people. Abroad, we have what we call young school leaver job, where students are allowed to work part-time. So if there are places to work, because there is no hope, everybody is hopeless. Parents are hopeless. Children are hopeless. Society is hopeless. All the money are stashed in Swiss bank in the names of previous and present politicians. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? So I lay it also 50% to the government. because they have not succeeded in building the structures of this country. To give hope to a young child to say, after my GSS3 exam, after my SS3 exam, I have somewhere to pick up a part-time job. That is where I come from. And I lay my own argument there. The government are wicked. They've been corrupt. They are useless. They care about marrying wives and buying mansions in Dubai and Europe and America. And they didn't invest on these young people. Investment is for the future. The future has come now. It's staring at us right before us. So where do we go?
Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Israel, please talk to us.
Thank you very much, Nigeria Watch. My people, let me just tell you quickly. You all know what I stand for, good governance. You cannot have anything that will benefit you from this present, past. They will not help you in any ramification. I beg you in the name of God, let these people go. Don't vote for them. They are going to put you in the same place where you are finding yourself now. Look for another person that have never seen power. Let us join hands and tell them we are putting you there for a reason. These people, they will still bring you what you happen now. When they go out of the country, all these people that are ruling us now, when they go out of the country, they obey the system where they live, where they are having residence. They obey the system, talk to them. It's not them talking to the system. But why is it that they cannot put it in where they live? That is the problem. So if you continue, if you want to continue, you can hear the hallelujah. If you don't want to, when the election comes, use your PVC way. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And the good comrade, please talk to us 1 minute.
Out of my 1 minute, I want to give 30 seconds to that police officer. He have said it all. We all should go and create time and go and watch his contribution in that short video. Now, solutions. Education, especially technical education, agriculture, can make a whole lot of change. Joblessness is what is giving rise to this increase in crime and criminality. The parent unit has failed, as I earlier said. The schools, what are they teaching the children in schools? The teachers who are teaching the children, how do we recruit them? How do we select them? Then our churches, what do we preach? There are some churches now, if you are a money bag, you sit in the front row. You see, the ushers know what to do. They will put you in the front row because you came with a Bentley. So it's across the entire spectrum. But the final bus stop is the government. The government must create policies that will engage the youth. There are some youth now who have done JAMB exam 5 years continuously. No admission. They will not finally get admission and graduate. No job. You know?
Thank you, sir.
Like you said, the Nollywood actors. That is society. Everybody should carry out reform within himself. Say, we all are guilty of this. We all are guilty of this. But government must set policies.
Thank you, the good comrade. Thank you very much. We have someone just joining us. Unfortunately, we are rounding up now. Ebewele, thank you, Simon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Thank you very much. Which country are you joining us from, my brother? Mr. Simon, can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Simon, are you there? Very sad. This network is not also friendly, but we need to round up right now.
I think it's from Nigeria.
Okay, Mr. Simon, can you hear me now?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I'm not hearing you. You said what? Is it me?
Mr. Simon, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Simon, sir.
Okay, which country are you joining us from?
I'm from Nigeria, but I live in France. So,
okay,
regarding to this, yes, regarding to this Nigeria situation is one of the reasons why I left my country. Nigeria has been nothing but disappointment. Nigeria leaders has been nothing but disappointment. You need to see how we, the young youth of Nigeria, are suffering in Europe. You need to see that. Like Nigeria from 1960, oh, look, let's just say 1963, from the time we regained independence, every Nigeria that has been on that seat has been a huge disappointment. the PDP, the APC, any other leaders, they are all disappointment. Right now, over here in Europe, we have what we call administrative, different sector of contribution to the youth. Like right now, where I'm living, it's not even the government who's taking care of me. This is an association who comes and help the extraneer that comes to the country. Like Nigeria has been nothing but disappointing, man. They have been nothing but disappointing. There is no hope unless they allow the youth to rule. I just heard like Tinubu is about to rule again. Not as a governor, but as a president. He's old. He's a motherfucker. He's old, bro. He's fucking old. He should just step down and let the youth to rule. Please, we are tired. We are just fucking tired. We just want the youth to rule. There are many young youth there that can rule, man. Let them just stop. Let them stop. Like we're fucking tired. Look at 17 years, 18 years going into rituals. It's not normal. This is frustration. I don't know if you understand, bro.
Yeah.
This is frustration. This is frustration. This is our country is not helping. Like the last time they talk about people who are in Libya, who are in prison, blah blah blah, they cut that shit off. Do you know, as I'm talking to you now, there are a lot of Nigeria in Libya, inside prison, dying. Nigeria government has done nothing to rescue these people. I don't know, but up to now, I have people who are in Libya. They are dying. They need our government to come and rescue them. They want to go back home. They want to go back to Nigeria. But if they go back to Nigeria, what would they do? How would they feed their bellies? The problem of Nigeria is not today or tomorrow. It's from the root. It's from the beginning. Our system is corrupt. It's true. This is 2022. We pray like we have a better leader to rule us, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
This is savage. This is too big, man. This is too big.
Like,
yes, like most people want to go back home, but the home is not good. The home is not good. What are we going to do?
Thank you, Mr. Simon. I really understand your pain. We are on this together. Thank you very much. I wish we can hear more of your voice whenever we're on a debate here, because this is what we want to be hearing. We all are tired. We are
tired. This is huge.
It's too much.
Most of my friends dropped out from school simply because they know very well after all this stress of going to school, there will be no job. There will be no, and this is positively true. It's true. Our system is corrupt. Buhari is corrupt. Buhari is ruling Nigeria simply because of the vengeance he had.
Thank
we shouldn't say that.
But let me hear from someone else. Thank you very much. I have someone on the phone right now before we round up. Good afternoon to you, your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jerry. My name is Jerry and I'm calling from Italy.
Thank you, Mr. Jerry. Talk to us.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for your show, for your program. The program is nice. It's very, very educative.
Thank you.
And I also want to say this about our leaders. Do you know the only solution to this problem? The only solution to this problem is we should start killing them. Let's kill them. Kill them all. They are all bastards. They have to die massively.
Agbaka!
But I also have to say this. Let me tell you. You know why? You know why I'm saying this? Because if you check the country, that is not a democracy. They are using autocracy. Thereby, it's a government of the elite, and only the elites have the voice, to choose who they want, not the citizens. For example, let me tell you, if we really want to settle our country, Nigeria, is a very, very simple issue. First of all, about the insecurity, we need a database. From that database, you get to know every information about each individual, and it will be easy to locate anybody you want to locate. If you have a database, that is one. Two, we need not just community policing, we need state policing and community policing. If we have community policing and the police are staying with us in our community, definitely it will be easy to notify, to know those who are perpetrating this havoc in our country. It will be easy for us to know them. That is two. Three, if we as a citizen, we truly want a working country, a country that will be for all of us. Let me tell you something, my brother. Nigeria is one of the richest countries in the world. Take it or leave it. We are one of the richest countries in the world. But just that we have people, not just one of themselves, just that we have people who are so greedy, and that they even see more than they even see more than what they cannot spend in their lifetime. 10 generations unborn will spend their money. That is what they do. So let me quickly say this. If we have community policing, this way it will be easy to notify and to know the bad hairs among us. It will be easy for us. Now, first of all, through the community policing, your brother may be among the police. My brother may be among the police. And it will be easy for we to get access to people who sneak into our country. If you look at all the insecurity in that country, I can tell you that 60% of all the security in that country is being committed by outsiders who are not from that country. The fact is, they feel that their person, they feel that their own person, they feel their relative is which is the person of the President Muhammadu Buhari. So these people come to your land, they are in power, so they have to use that power. That is what is happening today. If we, as a citizen, if we stand our ground and say this is what we need, definitely we will get it.
Thank you.
Are you aware that Bola Ahmed Shiwaji Tinubu, the supposed strong candidate of the APC, is in London now, as I'm talking to you, trying to receive treatment?
Yeah.
Now, are we not tired of putting our ancestors in the seat of power? Are we not tired of it? Are we not tired of putting these same faces that have been ruling us since 1960? Are we not tired of seeing them every day as our leader? Are we not tired? Our people are dying massively, both in Europe, both in Asia, and both in the America. Nigerians are dying.
Thank you.
The only thing that this crisis, sir?
Thank you very much. You need to round up now in 30 seconds, please.
Okay. I just want to say thank you, and I'm saying this, please continue the good work and let God bless you for everything you are doing.
Amen. God bless you too. God bless you too, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. We have brother Mr. Pius. Mr. Pius, please talk to us. Just 1 minute. We need to round up now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I was calling you before, didn't take my phone. I text you, say today's my birthday.
Oh wow, happy birthday.
Everybody have been calling me since. Yeah, you put it on your screen. Everybody have been calling me, say, hey, evangelist, Nigeria watch know you like this. Nigeria watch know you. I say yes. People have been calling me since because you don't put it on the screen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I'm still watching. They left me last day I was talking to Netflix. The problem we're having, sir, about this issue, when we are growing up, our country was not like that. When the state was not like this. Let me just make an example. Because that time we fear tradition. Even though whatever anything you want to do, because we hear say they will make costs on it. If you see something that go to costs on it, it makes you to fear not to touch another somebody's things. Understand? And our father trained us in the way that we should respect people and we should fear. They will not even allow you to live within your compound when we're growing up. When you leave your father will ask you, who lives inside this compound? Don't pass my territory of my house. He will discipline you. You go to find you, but now it's not like that. It's you know, when we are growing up, from Kali Church, we grew up. We are sharing about God. We hear about the kingdom of God is coming. At that time, the church will really see against all those Aladura church that wear white church. Pentecostals are really not really come at that time. But since that time, Pentecostals are really come out. We are really know about Pentecostals when I travel to Benin. Started hearing about Archbishop Daosa. You understand? Since that time, it's Pentecostals that destroy Christianity, sir. They are the one that make our society to be bad, the youth. Let me tell you something, what everybody doesn't know. Nowadays, youth doesn't listen to their parents, but they listen to their pastors. Even though the wife you marry at home, he don't listen to his husband. He listen to the advice of the pastor. The church is worshiping. Anybody that say I'm saying lie, they should challenge me. They are the one before now. If the pastors, anything they say in the church, the people listen. Because what they are preaching now, you know what that policeman said? They only preach about prosperity, but they are not preaching about the kingdom of God again. They are not preaching about law. They are not preaching about to fear your neighbor, not to thief, or not to touch anything. No. The only thing those people, how to get money, how to be prosper in life, how for you to be rich. That's why the society is destroyed today. And by the government again, the time we were growing up, when you see something, they will tie you around the, what they call drum. They were in the public school, they shoot the person. This thing was making people to fear at that time, but it doesn't happen nowadays. No, sir. But the most part of the people I'm really blaming, sir, let me tell you, the churches. Churches is the one that I'm really blaming about this everything that's happening. Our tradition. Why our tradition doesn't work again? Even though nowadays they make a curse, it doesn't work. Do you know? Because their hands is not clean. Because before when you make a curse, within 3 days, you will see the repercussion. Within a week or 2 months, you will see the repercussion when they make a curse. But nowadays, nothing works.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. All right. I appreciate every one of you. I'm sorry, more callers. I'm not going to take calls anymore. We need to round up right away now. As you all know, that our brother, Ambassador John Osagie, is celebrating his birthday today. Nigeria Watch is live covering it there in Benin City at Oyi Grand Hotel or event center, So we are covering it live right now. So we have over 200 people already watching from there. So I want you guys to join us on that particular one so that we all can watch together to see what is going to happen to them.
Let me also round up what other people spoke. Allow me to round up.
I'm speaking, sir. Please hold on. I want you all to also join. I just pasted the link right there on the comment section. Click on it. You can join from there. Go ahead, sir. Round up in 30 seconds.
Okay. Are you hearing me?
Yes, everyone can hear you. Okay.
The thing is this. Edo, I want to speak my dialect. The entire problem is from the government. People that is trying to defend the government, for me, I see they don't really know why we are referring to the government. In a true society, even in some African country, when you give birth to a child, you will register it with the government, and you do that with the local council, local government. Our local government, the one we know in Nigeria, is to build borehole that never function, build some market, the money is gone. Okay. Then if you, for example, you register every citizen in a database, even they were doing it analog before, at the age of 6, the parents will receive a letter. The government have created a space for that child to a place. They will close to them. They will look for a school that match that child. Then your child will start school. From primary 6, that's 6 years to 16 years, education is compulsory. During school days, if that child miss 1 day from school, I'm talking about functioning government, for you to know how government function. Then, if he miss 1 day, the principal, The teacher, they will put it in a system. The system will show it to the whole Ministry of Education. It commissioner office, they will know. The parents of that child will receive email or something to tell them, so day your child was not in school. That is the duty of a government. If you don't have it in a society, that means that government is not functioning. Take your body as an example. If your digestive system fails, the whole body will suffer. If your respiratory system starts suffering, the whole body will suffer. If your blood circulation system has problem, the whole body will suffer. Nigeria is suffering today because the system is not functioning. It's completely dead. When you govern people, a governor that award a contract and he doesn't believe in accountability is because he has a motive of corruption. So that is why our people are being wasted. Nigeria are very intelligent people. The government has wasted our youth. That the society is now a society where we worship money. The thing that is motivating this child is not because these teenagers, it's not because their parents were so rich and they want to be rich like their mother. No, they want to belong to the society which the government has allowed, a rotten society where nobody is accountable for anything. So that is where I will stop. So when the government don't care to know the number of people that live in a locality, it doesn't care about registering people, it doesn't want to create database, a government that doesn't care that when you spend money, you must account. When you take money, when you receive, you must account. Then how is it going to help his people? A teacher that receives 50 euro, this a police officer, many of their colleagues died on duty. Their children are no longer in school. They are outside. The government don't care. They are receiving 35,000 per monthly. Why do the people who put their life at risk to save us, their children are not in school? Police will die for duty for Nigeria. It's a game over. 1 month, 2 months, they chase them away from barrack. Schools for the children, nobody care. If his wife, if that police is a man and his wife is beautiful, just forget it. Less than 1 month. As she's struggling to process some document, pay me that they started using that woman. I'm just telling you, this is the rottenness of our country. So how are you going to take government? If the government is connected to the people will deliver to the government. That is so simple. Let them stop awarding contract, this fake electricity that doesn't even have a department to maintain it. Electricity, you cannot even account how many poles they are pegged. Electricity, you cannot say this is the number of bulbs they have purchased. Everything is a Baseki project. A man who deceived us for 30 years blueprint is here just lying, and people are supporting him. Is it not him that told us 30 years blueprint? Where is it? Let him publish it. Huh? My brother, it's very painful. We are in a rocky situation. It's dangerous for everybody. We they go home. Not be house makers they do this. Is how we go help our people. If we not go, then it's a game over.
All right.
So that is.
Thank you very much,
my brother.
I appreciate
Naija Watch,
quickly.
Nice.
Hello, Naija Watch.
Okay.
Brother Nice, hold on just a second.
Go ahead. Second, you said.
If I can use my ATM card, I open a first bank account in Benin, maybe Ring Road. If I can go to Lagos and use the same ATM card to withdraw money, I can use that same ATM card, go to Port Harcourt and withdraw money. I can go to Bonu, use that same ATM card. That means government can fix that database issue. They know what they are doing. With technology, we can move forward. And they know what they are doing.
That is why we must put the right people in instead of romancing with them again. Simple.
That is why we are talking now. Nobody is romancing.
Okay. Naija Watch.
Nice. Talk, please.
Yeah, I want to just seconds. I want to address that brother that was talking about the Nigeria that is in Libya.
Go ahead now. Just go ahead. I need to round up now.
Yeah. I said that those ones that went to Libya, the way they went to Libya, they should come back by like that same way. I be the road where they follow go, not see open. So may they still come back.
It's more difficult. It's more difficult to leave the country. It's more difficult to leave because you must pass through the borders this time.
May they not dey there come they cry where they don't go for road because now here with the cry every day say that place not trap. So they're not there, they'll still move go. So as they go hook there now, may they not they cry they call government. May the leg where they take go, may they take come back. That's all.
Thank you, everyone. On the comment section, I appreciate every one of you. I wish I can mention all names here, but I cannot. Osas Okumbo, I can see you right there. Oh, Ekwase, Jesus is my father. Henry O, Grace Imafidon, Mumi Diaspora, Iris Finance, Vivian the Rose. In fact, on plenty for you, not be small. I come Rita Adams. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God bless you now. We need to go right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I wish our parents, those that can hear us right now, can learn from this to educate their children in the rightful way. Because the way it's going right now in Nigeria, the way youth are, killing people to become a millionaire overnight, I don't get it and I don't understand. But I still believe so much that if we have to blame anyone, according to my write up, who to blame. If I have to blame anyone, it's still going to be the government and the parents. Yes, the parents have failed and the government have also failed, But the good thing about it, in diaspora, if the parents failed, the government is there to help. You can't say because your parents failed, you go and do anything rubbish on the street. You go to prison, you go to jail. That's it. So at least parents normally fail. We see a lot of parents that have failed in abroad, but the government are there to strengthen and give a good life to these children, either directly or indirectly. But in Nigeria, when the parents failed, the government also failed. Who's there to help? So for me, I blame the parents and I also blame the government. But we should always remember that the continuous killing is still going on. I'm not seeing any government, especially from the federal, that have addressed this yet. My people, and now go round up. I talked about before, say with their life, I need to monitor what my team are doing on Ambassador John Osaige's birthday.
I'm already watching them live already. They have started.
Yes, they have started. We have almost about 300 people already watching them there.
I'm watching via another platform.
Yes, so my people, I'm going to put the link there as we round up here. Just follow that link to join us on the live stream and let's celebrate our brother Ambassador John Osage together. My people, once again, now God, now God bless all of you. People now take care and I'll be joining again after Ambassador John.
Thank you, Mr. Nigerian Watch. God bless you for your platform. May God bless everybody on the co-panelists. We are one family. We can never get angry with ourselves. We only disagree, It's not deep. God bless you all, my brothers.
I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate all my panelists. You guys are so wonderful. We argue every day to learn. Nobody hates anybody here. Thank you very much once again. And bye.
No, at all, yes. Yeah, God bless you, my brother. You're doing a great job.
I'm